everyone, in today's video we're covering off archaeology. Now as always I'm going to timestamp this so you can just zoom around to the bits that you think are interesting. I'm going to cover off why you level archaeology, choosing the character for it, so if it's suitable for your alts, how to level, where to level, and the highlighting recipes for gold making, where to find them, and how we're going to make all the gold from them in Cataclysm. So getting started then, archaeology is pretty good. It has some great weapons and a healer trinket for starters. You'll see them on screen right now. These are hard to get. It might take you 5,000 solves, but you might also just be lucky and solve in like 5 tries. It is totally random. I watched the Crix developer interview yesterday and the idea of bad luck fiction came up. They basically said they like talking about it, but they've got no plans to take action. But they're going to keep talking about it because talking's good. So apparently some people like farming for 100 hours. I saw a Solheim thumbnail the other day. He's apparently at 128 hours. I guess he's maybe having fun? Are you having fun with archaeology? If not, why not? Let me know in comments. Now, if you don't level your archaeology, you can't get the archaeology epics, or toys, or mounts. So you're going to be massively missing out. The other reason is the Vial of the Sands recipe that I'll be chatting about later in the video. So next then is what character to level it on. I was so torn on this myself. You want it to be a character that you plan to level, as some of your dig sites are going to be in the higher level zones. You want fast flying, for obvious reasons, and you could be tempted by a mage for teleporting around, or a druid, or shaman even. A paladin maybe for speedy flying. But personally, I only have one requirement, and that is that my character needs to have alchemy, because I know that I need to have alchemy to loot the Vial of the Sands recipe from a Canopit jar. Leveling archaeology low is a bit of a struggle. We have flying, so let's appreciate that for a moment, but this is a really bad grind. It takes around 9 minutes to fly fast from south to northeastern kingdoms. Just putting that out there. So you'll train in your main city. Level 1 to 50, you get a point per dig site. So if you can control yourself, you shouldn't solve anything until you reach level 50. Then go train, then go solve crazy. Unless you get disappointedly night elf capped like I did and have to solve something early. I recommend Minimal Archaeology and TomTom to speed you up a bit. They are really pretty good. The lovely people in my chat told me about those add-ons, as streaming is something I do now. Off topic just for a minute, if you want to watch me slow walk around Mr. Pandaria Remix, I'll be live on Friday morning for a couple of hours. Back on with archaeology then. Once you reach 50, you can solve until your heart's content. The grind from 50 to 300 is pretty boring. It's all the same things in the same places. If you're lucky, you might get a cool toy, but there's no 359 epics until 450. Once you reach 300, you pop off to Outland, and then 375 to 450 takes place in Northrend. It's actually nice and quick in Northrend as it's a smaller map, but unfortunately it doesn't give very much that's particularly sought after. So you can keep your tokens to sell. I have to admit, I reached about 225. I couldn't believe how much I was hating it, and I bought every token I could find. You can use these to put them in to a solve to save you needing as many fragments. On to our gold making highlights then. I strongly suspect the tokens will increase in price after Cataclysm launches. People will still want the items, but archaeology will have to compete with a lot more activities for people's attention. So they're going to want shortcuts if they're not using the shortcuts already. The Vial of the Sands is the huge gold maker for archaeology low. It is a 2-person mount. You loot the recipe from a Canopit jar, which is a common Tolvir solve. Just a few pointers. You can only see the recipe if you have alchemy. According to Wowhead comments, if there is a pack, the contents of your Canopit jar can reset. So when you get a Canopit jar, turn off auto loot and just open it to see what's inside. And if it's not got your recipe, then just close it again. Pop it in your bank and then check back at the start of phase 2. I mean, hopefully you'll have got it by then anyways. But if not, you've got this as a backup option that the contents of those jars are going to re-roll, so you might get another chance. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful today. I would really appreciate it if you could take a moment to like and subscribe, as it helps the channel grow. Thanks a lot for watching today. Bye!